Hi everyone, welcome back to another Minisode of the Ethical Consumer Podcast. I'm your host Julia, and this is the last Minisode of Season 1. Since this is the last Minisode, I thought I would share with you a collection of sustainability tips that we've visited in the past season to help you keep your sustainable summer going even when we're off air. We will be back in September with new guest episodes and new minisodes. Some of the things might look a little different, and I'm excited to have on some of our former guests and, of course, some new guests. Hands down, one of the best things you can do this summer, not only for your health, but also for the environment, is to keep a reusable water bottle with you. Stay hydrated, and at the same time, please avoid single-use plastic when you can. Bonus points for taking reusable cutlery with you, and perhaps even taking containers with you as well. If you know you're going out to a restaurant and you might have leftovers, bring something with you to take it home in so that you're not taking it home in a paper or a plastic container. Similar vein, something you should always have with you, your reusable shopping bags. And these can be used at the grocery store and also, of course, at farmers markets. And if you're headed to the farmers market, consider bringing smaller bills. Always bring cash if you can. Bring a card just in case someone doesn't have change for you or you don't have exact cash. But every time a vendor has to swipe a card, typically they're getting charged a percentage of the sale, and they're also paying a flat fee on top of that just to swipe your card. If you're used to driving everywhere, consider some of the times you might be able to take a bus, ride your bike, or even walk. Most of us are used to driving our cars if we have them out of convenience. It's a lot easier to get from point A to point B if you can leave exactly when you want to and arrive exactly when you intend to. Get yourself outside a little more and enjoy some exercise and some fresh air by biking or walking. Check out your Metropolitan Transit Association to see if their routes will suit your schedule. And if you're biking or walking, not only are you saving money, you're also emitting less fossil fuels into the air. If you're headed out into the sun, consider buying reef-safe sunscreen. All of our waterways are connected, as we learned in several episodes from this past season, and buying reef-safe sunscreen ensures that harmful chemicals are not going into the marine ecosystem. Small steps really do lead to big impacts, especially if there are a bunch of us doing this imperfectly. You do not have to be perfect in your endeavor to be more sustainable. I am certainly not perfect in my endeavor to be more sustainable, but we do what we can when we can, and all of these small steps will start to make an impact. Continue to look at different options to make your habits and your spaces at home more eco-friendly and sustainable. Start to look at your bathrooms, start to look at the kitchen, and you don't have to go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff right away. As things wear out, consider a more sustainable replacement for them. But as always, the most sustainable thing you can use is the thing that you already have. If you've missed some of our recent episodes, check back next Tuesday for the final recap episode of the season. If you're just joining us, the recap episodes are a great way to get a feel for what the podcast is all about, what kind of guests we have on. After Tuesday's recap episode, we will be off until our season 2 launch in September. Be sure you're following us on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, YouTube, Apple iTunes, of course, Spotify, just to make sure you know when we are launching season 2 so you don't miss some new guests and new episodes. Thank you so much for tuning into season 1. I'm excited to see you for season 2.